Unless you've been living under a rock, you would notice that UK influencers / entertainers have been on a constant decline as of recent. And I'm not talking about no little decline like J. Cole's career. I'm talking about a downfall like Chunkz the rapper or the baby. Like the nigga went from making songs with Dua Lipa to making songs with Adrian Harding.
Oh my god, bro. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Like just last year, Dave and Central C made this banger collab. The UK was in a very good place music wise. But now we have Central C making tunes with Ice Spice. And we all know that Ice Spice is a fucking terrible artist. Her only ability is shaking butt. And that shit's getting boring now. And on top of that, that caused drama with Central C's ex-girlfriend on TikTok. And everyone was Team Mads and everyone hates Ice Spice and Central C. So the UK music scene's actually fried. And yes, there's still Dave. But Dave has the upload schedule of Corey Kenshin. But then there's D Block Europe. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad. But I don't think you guys have noticed that I am a black man. As a black man, I cannot be listening to no D Block Europe. It's just an unspoken rule. A black male should not be listening to no DBE. I've never ever met a black male in the UK who likes DBE. And I want to keep it like that. Then there's this one facially impaired up and coming UK artist who's been blowing up recently. Who's been dragging UK rap through the mud. And it's none other than YJ himself. Why do you speak for the sake of speaking? I just want to say now, that song's terrible. And to all you Americans who see this song on TikTok, this is not representative of real UK rap. We've had lyrical masterminds all the way from the 1500s, since the likes of Shakespeare, and now in the 2000s, like Dave. And now we've downgraded, we've regressed to this.
Everyone think they're the hardest. Why do you speak for the sake of speaking? You don't even know what you're trying to describe. Honey, calm down. I was just trying to be nice. If that's how it's gonna be, your future might be really bleak.
Like, this shit is just bad for the UK brand. But the thing is, that's not even the worst thing. The worst thing is that this nigga is ugly as shit. And you may be thinking, why is that any of my business? It's because people have the audacity to say, I look like him. And just so you know, I don't. There is literally no comparison. But let's say for argument's sake, even if I did look like him, let's say you look like Beetlejuice and people start comparing you to Beetlejuice, how are you going to feel? You are going to feel disgustingly disrespected.
That shit disrespectful as fuck! That shit disrespectful as fuck!
Just like how your ears be feeling after you hear that new KSI. But the thing that confuses me the most about KSI is that he knows better. He should know when he's making this song that shit is arse. Like, with YJ on the other hand, we can see that he's not all the way there in the mind. Like, we can tell that he's lacking some chromosomes. Like, we already know what type of bus he was taking to school. So that's why we can give him the pass with his shit music. But with KSI, there should be absolutely no excuses. He is a heterosexual male with fully functioning chromosomes. There's no reason why he should make a song named The Thick of It. Like, at a push, I'd expect that from the Jonas Brothers. But KSI, a whole black male from the UK, this shit is just fucking disappointing. And moreover, his fucking record label. Like, I know KSI is the founder of his label, but there needs to be someone in that organization who can just guide KSI in the right direction and give him that constructive criticism that he needs before he releases this piece of shit to the world wide web. Like, whoever greenlighted this shit must have been on cloud 9. Reason being is because no sane individual would greenlight a song like this. And Trippie Redd, you're not safe either. You're a highly talented artist with 20+ platinum songs, and you allowed this song to be made. You had the audacity to jump on the feature, and there's literally no excuses because you even jumped in the music video as well. You didn't just make the song, you also jumped in the music video. If one wasn't enough, but two, that's too far, bro. I can't see you the same as an artist. Like KSI, I understand you've been getting a lot of hate recently because of your song. You quite clearly tried your best. But here's the thing, your best is just not enough, so please quit. This shit is not no Disney Channel thing where it's like, oh yeah, if you try your best, you're eventually gonna get it. No. Some people are talented at things, some people are not. And it's quite evident over your many years of failed songs that music is just not your bag. You need to stick to the reaction videos. Like in life, you just gotta play to your strengths. And quite evidently, music is just not one of them. Like, I understand he wants to push out his comfort zone, but that's a little bit too far. It's like with LeBron James. It's not outrageous to say that he could jump in the NFL. But when guys start saying that he could kick ball, play football, jump in the Champions League alongside the guys like Mbappe, Yamal, and all them other great ballers, no fucking way. But I have to give credit where credit's due, because KSI writes his own songs, unlike Caribou. But that's just where the credit has to end, because these lyrics are terrible. Like, the nigga just spams, I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. Like, who the fuck is everybody? What does that bar even mean? And then there's that silly DBZ bar, I'm in my prime and this ain't even my final form. I'm like, what does that mean? This shit's so bad that Genius can't even break it down for me. But the one good thing KSI did was get Trippie Redd on this song to sort of make it listenable. Because I'm not gonna lie, this nigga snapped on the track.
Highway to heaven, I'm just cruising by my lawn. They cast me out, left me for dead, them people cold.
But it still doesn't excuse KSI for this shit song, which is ruining the UK influencer's brand. But you know what else is bad for the UK influencer brand? Is the young Philly allegations. The reason why I say allegations is because I don't know enough to say whether he's innocent or guilty. But regardless of a verdict, the public have spoken, and the public declare this man as guilty. And I've seen lots of information of TikTok where people are making the most egregious synoptic links to make him seem guilty. For example, they would say just because of how he laughs, he did it. For me, that makes absolutely no sense, but somehow people on TikTok will absolutely eat this up and believe it. It's either everyone else on the internet knows something about young Philly that I just have no awareness of, or people are just using this as an excuse to start hating on him. Cause even before these allegations, like during mid-September, I was seeing young Philly hate on TikTok as well. People hating on the way he laughs and calling him weird. Or maybe just all these people on TikTok just knew something before the rest of the world did. Like they were trying to be on some foreshadowing thing. But regardless of what happens, his career will never ever be the same. All those brand deals, those sponsorships, those partnerships he did will never ever come back. But why is it always us black guys that are indulging in these sexual crimes? Like, can we just not be normal human beings? And this is why they say you can't give niggas shit. But with that being said, who am I to judge another when I myself walk as an imperfect man?
This was a Haywa production.
I can take a look at your mama too, yeah, but I doesn't. But I doesn't. I just turn on the GC,